Good morning. How is everybody? We decided today we wanted to give you guys a little walkthrough of the garden. It's the end of June and things are really in full bloom, and things are turning red like our tomatoes, and the eggplants are just thriving. We've already done a few harvests, so we wanted to walk you through this morning, kind of just show you a little bit of what's going on, some of our wins and some of our losses, but all in all, come along. So here we have sweet potato vine. This side just isn't doing as well as what that side over there is. It's just because of where the sun comes in. The sun hits that side more than it hits this side, which is fine. It'll come along. The soybeans, there's a little bit of a nitrogen, deficiency, or it could be just like maybe the soil's a little more alkaline than what it likes. So I've been actively trying to treat it. Some of the stuff is coming back. I think it's still going to produce. We've got a lot of pods going. So over here we have our broccoli. The purple broccoli didn't really produce yet. We're hopeful we may see something. Nothing's really popped up yet. We ran into a little bit of issues early on in the garden, and we weren't even sure the plants were going to get this big. So we're very happy that they at least got some size and gave us hope, and we will see. So we have been harvesting some of our regular broccoli, both the Waltham and the Calabrese broccoli. So that's been good. As you can see here, we've popped, and now we're getting some side shoots. We're hopeful that we'll get a little bit more before it gets too hot, and then we'll replace this with more broccoli for the winter. Down here, a lot of this was just hopefulness. So there's carrots that may or may not produce something. It's getting a little late in the season. Unfortunately, we just had such a slow start. Some of the lettuces, I've interplanted beans in between the lettuce there, so they would start growing more lettuce. The cucumbers, well, needless to say, the cucumbers had no problems, and we've been getting quite a few off of those. The eggplants are doing great, just phenomenal. They, as you can see here, we've got some. I'll show you one of my favorite looking eggplants just a little bit later. We have some more along the fence, but they're doing good. Everything from a regular eggplant, the black beauties.
Where's my, okay.
Here's a black beauty on this side here, a larger one. She'll kind of give you a little, there's that guy, looking good. So again, very happy with the eggplants. Couldn't be more happy with those. We love them. As we come down, we start to get into the tomatoes. Constantly top the basil to keep it from producing nothing but flowers, and it just keeps it good. We're not ready yet. We need it to hold on. We've still got tomatoes to eat it with. So here we have an Opolka tomato. It's a paste tomato. They are doing phenomenal. Nothing red on those yet, but they will. Here is a Russian tomato we're kind of excited about. It's called the Ozoichka. So this is a yellow tomato, a yellowy orangish tomato, so we're excited about that. Brandywine yellows doing really good. These pink ox hearts, man, look at the size of this tomato with no signs of ripening yet, so still growing. Super excited there. There's quite a few on there. We're excited, and more flowers up top. This one is a Aunt Ruby's German green, super cool heirloom, really nodular, if you will, and kind of almost looks like a pumpkin on a vine. Over here we have some pineapple tomatoes. They look good. They stayed a little small. Not sure really what happened there, but still will be good. This one everybody rants about, the Arkansas Traveler. Not a very big tomato. These are going to get a little bit bigger, but overall not a huge tomato. And then here we have the Black Seaman tomato, and as you can see, she's pointing out there is one down there that is showing. It is a deep kind of reddish purple, so it looks amazing. And in between, as you can see, I've planted basil in between all of the tomatoes, both a purple and an opal, as well as a Genovese basil in between. And we've got some pineapple sage, some traditional garden sage. And then we've got okra we're very excited about. It is coming up. It's not as big as what I would have liked already, but again, things were off to a slow start, but it is already producing. So we've got some buds here, and this one is getting ready to flower. So we're excited. More cucumbers. Needless to say, we do not have a lack of cucumbers. And to give you a little visual, over here there is a white wonder. I'm sure you can see it down there. And on the other one, there is some Armenian cucumbers, Armenian longs. Collards, again, slow start to those, but they're coming on strong. And then the Brussels. The Brussels are doing okay. It's just been a rough year. It's been so wet. You've probably heard me say it 100 times, but pests and bugs and mold and funguses, it has just been a real battle to keep this garden going strong. A lot of dedication. So we're very happy with the success we have. But again, it's been rough. So over here, just some radishes. Again, it's getting hot. I don't know if they'll turn into much, but we're hopeful. So we'll leave them. We'll continue to water them, and yeah. So here's our cabbage. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cabbage heads. Some of them very small, not doing much. Others, like this guy over here, super huge on the inside. Again, just been riddled with the cabbage looper. It has been tough. So this is our cauliflower. Again, we were very hopeful we would get something. Unlike the broccoli where things started to sprout, we haven't really seen anything out of this. Some of them have been riddled. So they're almost sacrificial plants in drawing the bugs away from the rest of the stuff that we're excited about onto these, because they're not doing much. But all right, and here we have some more eggplants. Like I said, we were very excited about the eggplant. Some of these are doing really well. Well, actually, all the eggplants are doing well. I should take that back. But some are producing more. This guy is yet to have a fruit on it, but it's coming. This one, just more of the longs. You can see them there. And look at this, guys. Look how gorgeous that is. This is a Turkish orange eggplant. It doesn't get very big. But it's super, super beautiful. We're super excited. It's our first year growing it, so yeah, we'll see. As you move down here, our most anticipated plant, I think, in the garden. There's a few, but this is the tigger melon, and super excited. We've got one right here. Oh my goodness, look at it. It's gorgeous. And a bunch others that are coming in. So we're super, super excited about that. We've got another one over here and here that are kind of good size, that are doing well. So yeah, super excited. As we make our way through here, we've got this boarded up so the dogs don't get in, and my son. But we've got an array of zucchinis and squash. Some of the things were mislabeled in the packs. So we have more squash this year than we do zucchini, and that's okay. We will manage, and it'll be quite all right. But we've actually got 3 squash plants and an unknown currently. It hasn't begun to fruit of any type, green or yellow. But I've got a couple good sized squash, a couple that didn't get pollinated enough. And then in here we have a big one right there. Super, super excited about that guy. And again, nothing quite on that one. More tomatoes along here, and then all of our peppers. I'll take you guys for a quick stroll through here. It's like a jungle back here. This guy's probably ready to harvest soon. We'll probably harvest him tonight. Beautiful in size. Here's the peppers, and then we have a bachelor button. I moved this bachelor's button back here to draw the pollinators in, so unfortunately they just get so long and lanky. And then some more of our tomatoes, both the Opolkas. We have a Cherokee purple that's doing really well, a Brandywine black that's doing good. A little splitting, but it didn't actually separate entirely, so that's okay. We've got a chocolate stripes that's changing. A chocolate stripe here that's changing color. And then this one is super cool. It's like one of the beefsteak varieties we have on the back one, except for this is called the mortgage lifter. Look at those. Those are just gorgeous. They're almost wedged. I need to kind of unwedge them. But they're just beautiful.
Look at this guy right there.
And there's a couple in there. That's one tomato.
That's one
It was a
tomato.
fused blossom. So we had so many tomatoes, I let the fused blossoms go. Fused blossom is like 2 or 3, can be 4 blossoms all together, and you normally get a really funky looking tomato out of it. And some people pull those. We normally do, but again, because we had so many, I figured why not? Let's just see how big of a tomato we can get. So if we get a fused blossom, just let it go. This is a kind of a failure or a loss currently. I let it go dry. It was my fault, no one else's, but we're starting to get some blossom end rot on most of these tomatoes. And blossom end rot can come from a few things. So unfortunately, all these, I believe this to be a German green. So we have another, so it's fine. I've corrected it. Hopefully we can continue on. But down here, look at all these Romas, guys. Look at that cluster of Romas. Just looks gorgeous. And that's kind of it for our tour here. Here's that Punicura I was talking about. One of 3 that we have currently that are huge. I don't know if you can see it. Man, doesn't that thing look good? It turns like a brown color, almost like a russet potato when it's ripe. But we harvest it before it's fully brown because cucumbers are always good to harvest early rather than late. The seeds get big, they get hard, they're not as good.
This is our asparagus, which came back beautifully, ferned out. This, earlier in the year, had just been eaten alive by beetles and caterpillars that we weren't sure what was going to happen to it, but it has come back. It's so soft. I could lay in a bed of that. It's so incredibly soft. You all saw this yesterday, our spinach. In there is our kohlrabi and our celery, which you've also seen. Looks really nice. Our mint here. We're starting to give that away. A lot of our neighbors like to have mint in their water, so we're just giving them some of that. Here we have some basils. There's a variegated, dark opal, Thai basil, lemon basil. Look at this curly parsley that is large and in charge. Our mustard greens look good. These were volunteer tomato plants right there and right there. We did not plant these guys. Yeah, we already got some tomatoes on them, so the force is strong with these. My cilantro right there, I've been topping because it started to go to seed, and I did not want it to because we're finally starting to get tomatoes, so I need it to last. For our tomatoes, our hyssop that I harvested some for tea. Our stevia is doing really well for tea as well. Some chervil, some dill. I need to make some, now that I got cucumbers and I got dill, I need to make some cucumber dill something. This is another volunteer pepper plant that we did not plant. We're not sure. I'm pretty sure that's a cucumber. That's what that looks like. Didn't plant that either. My lemon balm right there. I'm constantly cutting him back as well. Our sugar snap peas look like they're about done, which is okay. We ate a lot off that. And our onion bed with some sort of squash or cucumber and more volunteer tomato plants right there. Another volunteer tomato plant right there. It's so funny seeing these plants come up. We're like, sure, we'll take it. My chamomile that I have been harvesting and drying. And let me tell you what, I steep 5 or 6 of the flowers in my tea at night with some lemon balm and some stevia. And y'all, I just pass out. I sleep so good when I drink this, so highly, highly, highly recommended.
All right, guys, so that is a little bit of the June garden tour. We thank you so much for tagging along with us, and we will keep you guys posted as things start to get more ripe. Like and subscribe, hit that bell so you know when we put up new videos, and thank you guys so much. All right, bye-bye.